Welcome to TravelScout channel. For today's video, we will take you to Lisbon, Portugal. We will be going to explore Lisbon, Portugal and discover the best places to visit, things to do, what to eat, and everything that makes your stay here memorable. But before we start, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more future updates here on the TravelScout channel. Recognized as a modern metropolis to rival London and packed with places of interest, Lisbon is a city that is really going places. There is an abundance of history here, with tales of everything from Roman imperialists to exotic Berber pirates, Moorish builders to ferocious Reconquista knights, all wrapped up in the grand palaces and heritage districts. But there is also an atmosphere of bohemianism and the astonish of the new here. So, let's start to explore the best places to visit in Lisbon, Portugal. Torre de Bellum. If you visit just one landmark when visiting the Portuguese capital, make it this one. Standing high above the seafront at the Lisbon dock, this great tower displays a genuine fusion of architectural styles from the Mudéjar to the Moorish, the Gothic to the Romanesque. It has risen to become probably the most iconic feature of the city, celebrated famed as the last sight adventurers like the prodigal Vasco da Gama would have seen as they meandered out into the vast Atlantic Ocean. Ride Tram 28. Like San Francisco in the United States, Lisbon is a city distinguished for its historic, rattling tram lines. None are more iconic than Tram 28, which has been working its way up the sheer cobbled roads and into the old Alfama districts for decades. The people watching opportunities from the windows are incomparable, and you're bound to learn decades of history as you pass the various majestic palaces and castles along the route. Alfama District. The condensed Little Alfama District is Lisbon's answer to the old town centers of Europe's other ancient capital. It is lauded as the oldest part of the city, although this one dates back to the Moors of Africa instead of the kings of Latium. Burrowing into the warren of winding streets and alleys that forms the district is one of the top activities for visitors to Portugal's capital. Make a trip to Sintra. Despite being a totally divergent city and more than half an hour away from Lisbon by car, the famous town of Sintra remains one of the major attractions here. This UNESCO World Heritage Site sits high up amongst the mythical mountains of the moon, displaying sophisticated Baroque churches, colorful mansions, and the grand palaces of former Portuguese kings and queens. The National Tile Museum. Ask any ceramic expert and they will tell you that Portugal is the place to go for tiles. The institution goes over the important history of tile making. These well-known ceramic works of art gave the country its reputation for craftsmanship in ceramics. You'll get to see all types, sizes, and designs, and learn about the development of the charming motifs that embellish their cobalt surfaces. St. George's Castle. St. George's Castle is undoubtedly the most visible landmark of Lisbon's historic center. Standing tall and strong above the streets of the old Alfama district, the great citadel was first built more than 2,000 years ago by the Romans. Pass beneath the large gate here and heed the Portuguese royal seal, marking the country's monarchic strength. Monastery of Geronimos. Just a glimpse at the ornate spires and grand carvings of the great Monastery of Geronimos should be enough to work out the raison d'être for this massive landmark, which is nestled close to the banks of the Tagus River. It was built to mark Portugal's most magnificent age, which was called the Age of Exploration. This is also the city's UNESCO World Heritage Site. The combination of architectural designs known as the Manueline styles stands as a testimony to the cultures experienced by Lisbon's explorers, while the money used to put up the structure came from Portugal's international trade in cloves, cumin, and exotic spices. The Lisbon Oceanarium. Situated out in the blue waters of the Tagus estuary, the huge Lisbon Oceanarium rises like a heavy aircraft carrier. Inside the structure houses innumerable exhibits related to marine life, which together pull in over 1 million visitors each year. There are also compelling collections of sea anemones and corals. Not to, in addition to that, an artificial boating lagoon out front where you can rent a pedal if it is sunny. The National Museum of Ancient Art. The National Museum of Ancient Art is the home of Portugal's reputable national art collection. Most of the canvases date from between the 16th and 19th centuries and came into public ownership following the liberal wars that swayed the country in the early modern age. Patrons here can also enjoy numerous traveling exhibitions, with past collections contemplating Lisbon in the Renaissance period, as well as featuring historical paintings from the Age of Discovery. Mercado da Ribeira. There are two definite sides to Lisbon's most popular food market. First of all, there is the downstairs part, which resonates with local fruit and vegetable sellers promoting succulent legumes and Mediterranean fruits every morning of the week. So make sure to get there early if you want to get the best deals. Then there is the upstairs section, which comes filled with more modern, often eccentric food stalls and cutting-edge eateries. Berardo Collection Museum. Bringing up the more modern side of Lisbon's already intimidating array of world-class museums and exhibition spaces is the renowned Berardo Collection Museum. This massive institution now draws in excess of 2.5 million visitors each year. Curators are committed to maintaining the cutting-edge aspect of the collections, which means there are also regular touring collections, so you can expect the likes of French avant-garde pieces and European cubism to be present. Ride the wave at Caxias. Located just to the west of Lisbon Central, this pretty district of sand and sea is where most of the capital's wave riders will give way at the weekend. It's got some challenging left-to-right breaks, and there are numerous tour outfitters offering surf lessons on the swells, which are great if you are a total beginner looking to escape the city for its beaches. So, what do you think of our video? Please comment down below and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and click the notification bell for more future updates here on the TravelScout channel. Thank you for watching.